Hyper-realistic appearance. Let's start with the fact that these robots look so human that you might do a double take and wonder if you're in a sci-fi movie. Their skin is made of various materials: silicone, collagen, a fibrous protein in human skin, and human dermal fibroblasts, the main cell type in connective tissue that mimics real human skin, complete with pores, veins, and that slightly squishy feel. Yes, we're talking about robots with skin that's smoother than most of ours after a skincare binge. They've also nailed the whole facial expression game. These bots can smile, frown, or give you the "Are you serious right now?" look when you ask a dumb question. Imagine a robot side-eyeing you. Peak realism. And the proposed range of customization options? Wild. You want a robot with green eyes and wavy hair? Done. Prefer someone who looks like they walked straight off a K-drama set? Easy. You could even match their outfits to your mood for the day. It's like The Sims, but totally real life. Advanced AI and emotional intelligence. Now here's where it gets both impressive and a little spooky. These robots don't just sit there looking pretty, which they very conveniently do, but they've also got brains. Well, AI brains. They can hold conversations that feel almost natural, responding to your questions and even picking up on your tone. Say something sarcastic, and they'll hit you back with a sassier reply. But wait, it gets better, or creepier. They can read your emotions. Feeling sad? They'll tilt their head in sympathy and maybe suggest some uplifting quotes. Feeling angry? They'll calm you down or at least not take it personally. The emotional recognition is next level, and it is powered by cameras and sensors that analyze your face, voice, and even body language. It's like having a super observant friend who never zones out. And the best part? They learn. The more time you spend with them, the better they get at understanding your quirks. They'll remember your coffee order, your favorite songs, and maybe even the fact that you cried over a TikTok video last night. It's the kind of attention most humans don't give. But hey, your robot will. How cool is that? Versatility in functionality. Okay, so in addition to these robots being pretty and smart, they also multitask like crazy. They can take on so many roles, it's almost unfair. Need someone to help your grandma around the house? Boom, instant caregiver. They'll remind her to take her meds, tell her stories, and even crack jokes that might actually make her laugh. Want a retail assistant that never gets tired of answering, "Do you have this in another size?" They've got you covered. These bots can help customers manage inventory and probably be nicer to shoppers than most human employees during the chaos of Black Friday. And for those high-end hotels and offices, don't we need a robot receptionist that remembers every guest's name and doesn't need coffee breaks? They'll greet visitors, handle bookings, and never lose their cool, even when someone inevitably asks for just one more towel. But wait, there's more. Some of these robots are entertainers. Yes, they can sing, dance, and maybe even beat you at karaoke. The level of versatility is ridiculous. They're like a Swiss Army knife, but with legs, a smile, and probably better comedic timing. With these features, it's easy to see why we are all so hyped about these robots. They're full-on companions, workers, and entertainers. Let's just hope they don't take over our jobs and our social lives, because honestly, they're already way too good at everything: mobility and dexterity. On to how these robots move, because mobility is where things get really impressive, or borderline unsettling. These Japanese female robots don't shuffle around like stiff mannequins on wheels. No, they strut. They walk, run, and maybe even sashay. All of this is done with a level of grace that might make you rethink your own posture. Their joints are designed to mimic human movement, so they don't look like a robot trying to do the robot dance. They can bend, twist, and even pick up tiny objects with their hands. Imagine a robot casually threading a needle while you're still fumbling with your shoelaces. And their balance? Top tier. These guys can navigate stairs, uneven terrain, and maybe those sneaky Lego pieces on the floor without face planting. Some models even have dance routines pre-programmed into them. So, if you ever wanted a dance partner who won't complain about stepping on their toes, these bots are your dream come true. And yes, they could potentially outdance you. Let that sink in. Customization options. Here's where it gets fun, and a little Build-A-Bear for grown-ups. These robots can be customized to fit your every whim. Want a robot with bright pink hair and a punk rock vibe? Done. Prefer someone who looks like they walked out of a vintage black and white movie? They've got that too. You can pick everything from their height and eye color to the sound of their voice and their wardrobe. And it's not just about aesthetics. You can program their personality too. Feeling lonely? Create a bubbly, chatty robot who can keep up with all your weird shower thoughts. Prefer someone low-key? You can have a chill bot that's more into deep conversations about existentialism and the meaning of life. These robots can basically be whoever you want them to be. Your personal assistant, workout buddy, or even the perfect wingman at parties. Oh, and outfits? Endless possibilities. Robots in cosplay? Absolutely. Robots in matching Christmas pajamas with you? Why not? The customization options are so wild that soon you'll have bots with better fashion sense than half the influencers out there. Integration with smart technology. Got smart lights, a thermostat, and an Alexa? These robots can sync up with everything. They'll dim the lights, turn up the heat, and play your favorite playlist, all with a quick voice command. It's like having a personal assistant who doesn't roll their eyes when you ask them to do 5 things at once. But wait, there's more. These bots can also learn your routines. If you always forget to lock the front door, they'll remind you, or just do it themselves. If you like your coffee ready by 8 a.m., they'll set the coffee maker for you. They're not just part of your smart home, they are the smart home. And the connectivity doesn't stop there. These robots can also communicate with other devices. Got a robot vacuum? Your new humanoid bot can team up with it to clean your house like some kind of futuristic tag team. Forget squad goals. It's all about bot goals now. Ethical and privacy features. All right, let's talk about something your parents would definitely bring up if you mentioned getting one of these robots. Ethics and privacy. These robots are designed to be smart, but not creepy. I know what you're thinking, smart. They're programmed to respect boundaries. Because the last thing anyone wants is a robot snooping through your phone or spilling your secrets to your Alexa. These bots come equipped with advanced privacy settings, so they don't store sensitive information unless you give them permission. For example, if you're ranting about your math homework, they won't secretly send that conversation to your teacher. And if you're worried about being monitored? Nope. These robots aren't built to spy on you. On the ethical front, these robots are designed with built-in guidelines to avoid harmful behavior. They won't roast you for wearing mismatched socks or do anything shady like using their super smart brains to hack into your Wi-Fi. They're here to make life easier, not scarier. Think of them as ethically trained puppies. They just want to make you happy without stepping out of line. Cost and accessibility. So then let's get real. How much is this future sidekick gonna set you back? Spoiler alert. These robots aren't exactly cheap. They're basically the Teslas of the robot world, with price tags that might make your wallet weep. But here's the thing. The costs vary based on what features you want. Want a bot that just says hi and fetches your slippers? It'll be more affordable than one that can quote Shakespeare and whip up a gourmet meal. Now, for accessibility, developers are working on ways to make them usable for everyone, including people with disabilities or special needs. Imagine having a robot that helps with mobility, assists in daily tasks, or just provides some companionship. It's not just luxury, it's potentially life-changing. And honestly, that makes the price tag a little easier to justify, right? But hey, maybe one day these bots will be as common as smartphones, and you'll see them in everyone's homes. Think about a Black Friday sale for robots. Absolute chaos. People fighting over the last pink-haired model. It's a future I'm both scared of and excited for. Ethical and cultural adaptability. Here's where it gets deep. How do these robots fit into different cultures and societal norms? After all, what's considered polite or appropriate in one part of the world might be totally awkward somewhere else. For example, in some cultures, personal space is super important, so these bots will maintain a respectful distance. Meanwhile, in more touchy-feely societies, they might offer a handshake or even a hug. They're also being programmed to understand cultural nuances. Say you're in Japan and bowing is a big deal. Your robot won't just stand there like a clueless tourist. It'll bow back. Or maybe you're in a place where certain gestures or phrases have specific meanings. The bot learns and adjusts accordingly. It's like having a culturally aware travel buddy that doesn't embarrass you in public. And ethically, these bots are being developed to avoid bias and stereotypes. Developers are working hard to make sure they treat everyone equally, regardless of gender, race, or background. So no, your robot won't side-eye you for eating pineapple on pizza, though it might question your life choices in private. Honestly, these robots are being designed to fit into human life so seamlessly, it's like they're trying to out-human us. They're ethical, culturally savvy, and hopefully, affordable someday. Until then, let's start saving up, because owning one of these bots might just be the next best thing. Durability and lifespan. Alright, so if you're investing in one of these futuristic Japanese robots, You want to know it's not going to keel over after a few months, right? Good news, these robots are built to last. This is durability that can rival a Nokia phone from 2001. These robots are designed with high-quality materials, meaning they can handle daily wear and tear without turning into expensive paperweights. Let's say your robot slips on a spilled drink during a party. Because yes, even robots have clumsy moments. But instead of short-circuiting like something out of a bad sci-fi movie, it just brushes itself off and keeps grooving to the music. That's the level of resilience we're dealing with here. Developers know these bots are meant to assist in real-life situations, which can be messy, chaotic, and, well, very human. Now, about their lifespan. These bots are built for the long haul. Think of them like a trusty car that doesn't require constant maintenance. Sure, they might need the occasional software update or battery replacement, but they're not going to break down just because you made them fetch your 12th cup of coffee. Plus, the geniuses behind these robots are working on modular designs, meaning you can upgrade parts instead of replacing the whole thing. It's like giving your robot a glow-up whenever a new feature drops. Easy on the coffee, by the way. Fun features. Let's get to the fun stuff. Because what's the point of owning a robot if it doesn't come with a little personality? For starters, many of them come with pre-programmed peculiarities, like the ability to tell bad dad jokes. Yes, even robots are getting in on the cringe humor trend. But wait, there's more. Some of these robots can dance, and not in that awkward middle school way. Imagine hosting a party and having your robot drop a perfectly timed moonwalk. Instant MVP of the night. Then, there are the interactive features. These robots can remember your preferences, like how you take your coffee or what music you blast on repeat. One day, they might even remind you to hydrate during your 4-hour Minecraft marathon. And for the gamers out there, some robots are equipped to join you in virtual reality games. That's right. Your robot could be your new gaming buddy. Though, let's be honest, they'd probably crush you in every round. Oh, and here's a little bonus. Some robots come with customizable voices and accents. Want your bot to sound like a British butler? Done. Prefer the soothing tones of a K-pop star? Easy. You can even teach them catchphrases. So every time you enter the room, they greet you with something ridiculous like, "Welcome, Supreme Overlord." These bots are practical, yes, but they also come with enough fun features to make you forget they're made of circuits and wires. So yeah, they're durable, they're funny, and they'll probably outshine your human friends in the personality department. What's not to love?